Hey everybody, it's Scott here with Plum Crazy Adventures. Today we are at Cape Canaveral at Kennedy Space Center at the Visitor Center and touring this beautiful facility where they have anything and everything that has to do with the past 50 to 60 years of history of the NASA programs and the Apollo programs and everything that went to space has and is going to go to space too. So without any further ado, guys, I'm just going to stop talking because, man, we've got a lot to show you. So let's get in there and let's start having some fun. Welcome to NASA's Kennedy Space Center's Rocket Garden. Here, we're going to blast off into science and fun and exploration. Let's go. All these rockets that are standing up, you really just don't understand the sheer size of them until you're standing right next to them and how big they really are. Nick and I got to explore a couple of these really close and see exactly how tall they are, and then we got to slowly walk up toward the big one laying on its side. That one is really impressive. Nothing makes you understand just how big these rockets really are until you actually walk the length of them and stand beside of them, underneath of them, and look at them. Now there's some different future rockets and stuff that we're going to get to see here in just a second. Nick's giving a big thumbs up. He's having a good time. He's enjoying about science, learning about science today. This was the power of the Apollo. This was the big engines and the thrusters that they used to get the Apollos off the ground. Pretty massive.
Say cheese! Good job. All right, let's go in and see what we can find in here. You lead. Oh boy.
Okay guys, we just entered the gateway. This actually is a building that shows you the future of space travel and exploration. And let me tell you something, there's some really cool things to geek out about in here. Check it out.
One of the first displays that we got to see was all about Artemis 1. Now this is the first test of NASA's deep space exploration systems, and it's going to be taking our Orion spacecrafts out into space. Now Orion capsules are actually going to be able to take crew and cargo to the moon and eventually even to Mars. How cool is that? Nick was absolutely fascinated by these new proposed space suits. They're way smaller than what we used to see way back when, am I right?
Okay guys, this is so cool. This is a deep space habitat. This is a prototype. This actually shows what the astronauts would be eating and doing on the deep space habitat. I'll take out tray number 2 with the beautiful cookie there. But inside this actually shows you like the sleeping quarters, which this is what this is off to the right here. Talk about tight quarters, man. But hey, this is an entrance into the actual craft itself, and that's where the other spacecrafts will be docking. These right here are definitely where they'll be conducting science experiments to help further the travel into deeper space. And these are the equipment that would be monitoring the outside of the spaceship itself.
There's its nose. It's Rudolph. But it's actually Marvin. That's cool. That's fun.
Oh, really?
Good Lord. That can go over some big terrain. No, or Jonathan could drive this. Max speed of 5 to 6 miles an hour.
Yeah, you can definitely handle that.
He could probably, I don't know. It's probably too fast for him still.
We have pondered our place amongst the stars since the dawn of humankind. We've looked at the stars with wonder and amazement, their glow guiding our travel for centuries. The more we learn about our universe, the more questions we have.
Here we are entering the Apollo program. This part of this tour is awesome. And here you get to see all the different things about the Apollo program, how it started, how it began, and we even get to go see something that's really cool right now. Guys, this is the cool part of the tour. This is the actual launch room from when they were launching the Apollo programs right here at the Kennedy Space Center. So you get to sit here and experience what it was like and hear it and feel what it was like to hear a launch go off right in front of you. Now, after getting to explore that wonderful room, we get to come out here and see the actual Saturn V rocket. This was the part of the Apollo programs, and you get to explore all of this. These rockets, and these actual parts of the rockets, are demonstrated and are in actual size. These are not scale models. As you can see, this building is huge because let's face it, this rocket is massive.
As Scott just said, these are massive rockets, but did you know that there are only 3 Saturn V rockets that are remaining in the United States? Isn't that crazy to think about? There's only 3 left of this era.
Here you guys can actually see, yes, we did plant a flag on the moon. This kind of tells the whole story right here about it. And this segment right here is talking about the right stuff. You gotta have a little bit of something special to be an astronaut. Even in today's world, you have to. This is all about the information about going back to the moon, which I have a feeling we're going to see that really soon. But this reads all about everything that they're doing, studies are going on the ground, and everything else. Alright, so this is stage 3 of the Saturn V rocket. So this rocket actually plays very important roles in different stages for getting, like Neil Armstrong, to the surface of the moon. And it's very important for these stages to all work together and right in order for us to succeed. Alright, I found this display to be really cool. This actually shows what it looked like when the Eagle had landed on the moon. And here is all the astronauts, the 2 astronauts outside doing science experiments and testing the moon's surface. Wouldn't it be cool to have been a part of this back in the 60s? Pretty neat.
Oh my goodness, they have the van. First time that I even knew that this was a thing was when we were watching The Right Stuff. If any of you have seen that, make sure that you comment below. Had no idea that they had a special van that they had the astronauts ride in order to be able to get over to the rocket. And look at this thing. It is actually really nice, even by today's standards. And to think that this was something that they rode in the 60s. They had to have felt like royalty in this thing.
Okay, imagine walking across this gangplank over to the rocket to board the inside of the rocket, hundreds and hundreds of feet above the ground. Yeah, no thanks, not for me. But really cool to be able to walk through a simulation of this.
Okay, so I think I would be okay with the gangplank. What I would not be okay with is this right here. This is like claustrophobia central. Get me the HE double hockey sticks out of here because I am in full-blown panic mode. How did they do this?
Do you think you could drive that, Nick? Yeah? I think you'd do real good with it.
Before leaving the Saturn V Center, do make sure that you check out the gift shop. I loved the I Need My Space t-shirt. Kind of sad I didn't get it. They also had some really nice Christmas ornaments, so if that is something that you collect like we do, it might be worth taking a quick look and seeing what they have, because they had different stuff from the main gift shop in here.
Where you can come and view the launches and stuff from right here.
It's really cool.
So just off the backside here is the view of the actual launch pads. It's really cool to be able to come over here and sit on the bleachers and just enjoy a rocket launch from here. Now this is a separately ticketed item for you to be able to do at the Kennedy Space Center. But believe me, if you have the opportunity, do it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience to experience something like this. I haven't done it yet, but I'm telling you, it's on the bucket list. One day. All right, it's time to board the bus back to the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Center.
Cargo launched on SpaceX's own Falcon 9 rocket. Crew Dragon, upon returning to Earth, splashes down in the ocean at one of 7 different locations off the coast of Florida. It's a commercial crew and cargo processing facility in what was formerly the orbiter processing facility for the Space Shuttle program. This building you'll see adjacent to the VAB boasts a large, colorful mural of the Starliner in orbit. The commercial crew program is allowing private companies to design in the most efficient and cost-effective way, while NASA engineers offer oversight and expertise. While these companies focus on providing transportation services to and from low Earth orbit, NASA is freed up to focus on deep space missions.
This sucker is huge. I want to walk right under it. Think NASA will care. Isn't that the truth?
This is our first viewing of the shuttle Atlantis, and let me tell you, you have to come to Kennedy Space Center and you have to experience the introduction of this amazing shuttlecraft. It's going to bring a tear to your eye because it is just that good.
Well, after seeing that awe-inspiring entrance into seeing the Atlantis, this actually opens up and shows you how big the shuttle bay doors are and how big the cargo bay is for them to be able to carry things into deep space. Pretty big, it's pretty awesome. And one of the things that they actually carried up into space was this, the Hubble telescope. Guys, I don't know if you've actually seen some of the views from the telescope itself, but if you haven't, do a favor and look it up.
Hey Chris, you know how we always get teased in our family because we're left-handed and nobody else is? Guess what? The shuttlecraft is also left-handed, so we are just as cool as a shuttlecraft like the Atlantis.
Alright, I absolutely love this. It says, not your dad's tools. So boys, this means keep your hands off of it because you're going to lose them. See, look. See, spaceship.
Spaceship.
Yeah, Atlantis. Very good.
Gear down, locked. Make your touchdown.
Whoa! There he goes! And there comes Mom! Every single one of these is numbered.
I gotta admit, that's pretty cute though. Right at the exit, or maybe it's the entrance, however you want to look at it, is the Heroes and Legends building. Now, we actually did not get to go into this building and see all of the exhibits inside. There was simply too much for us to do. We were so overstimulated. So a pro tip, make sure you go to the Kennedy Space Center and take 2 days in order to be able to experience it. You're going to get a discount for going for 2 days, and it's amazing.
Well, Megan, I don't know about you, but I've had a complete blast here today. I've been geeking out a lot today. So this has been so much fun visiting the Kennedy Space Center's Visitor Center here today. What did you think about it?
I thought it was absolutely amazing. I'm not a space girly. I have been interested in it, but it's not something that is like the ocean to me. So it was really cool being able to see history, get excited about it, and see Nick get excited about space too. I think that was the best part.
Well, guys, if you like this video, do us a big favor, give us a great big thumbs up, like and subscribe to our channel and all of our socials. And as always, are you guys ready for your next plum crazy adventure?
Because we're ready to get you here.
We'll see you in the stars. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.